Congresswoman Hinson, during a visit to a Cherokee, Iowa business on Tuesday of this week, Iowa Senator Chuck Grassley addressed concerns from the employees about the higher cost of living. What are you hearing on the campaign trail as you crisscross the state?
Well, thank you for having me first and foremost. I am hearing directly from Iowans that there is more work to do to help lower costs for families. I have two teenage boys myself. I drive a minivan. I know life is too dang expensive, and frankly, Washington, D.C. still takes too much from Iowans. And so that's what I hear from folks. We need to continue to help support policies that are going to lower the cost of energy, lower the cost of food, lower the cost of healthcare. Those are all things that I've already made some good progress on, but I know that there is more work to do.
No doubt that minivan takes a lot of gasoline. The price of gas is pinching Americans' pocketbooks. GasBuddy.com said just a day ago that the price of gas on the 4th of July, it'll be the highest per gallon price on the 4th, the second highest ever. The president has said the pain is only temporary. What are you telling Iowans who say they're having trouble making ends meet?
Yeah, well, I'm working every single day to get those prices down because, again, I'm filling up my gas tank alongside Iowans. I understand how these prices can pinch a family's budget. I do want to make sure that we end the conflict with Iran as soon as possible so we can get those prices down. But we also are coming out of 4 years of the most anti-American energy president in President Biden. We need to unleash American energy. It's why I think policies like E15, we got that through the House. I locked arms with our Iowa delegation to get that policy passed through. That is a consumer choice as well as an anti-regulatory bill. So it's taking a government regulation out of the way and providing consumers with that choice at the pump that will cost less. So those policies, I think, are what we need to be moving forward with, and why I'm proud to have worked with my colleagues in a bipartisan way to get that done.
Tariffs are another reason some Americans are struggling, and Democrats have criticized you for supporting the president's tariffs. How do you respond to that criticism?
Yeah. Look, we need to level the playing field. Iowa needs to have a fair playing field for being able to sell our products both at home and abroad. So E15 is that domestic market for corn. We need to be focused on making sure that our people around the world are playing fair and playing level. And so that's what I am trying to support in working with the president to get those trade deals done. No new trade deals under President Biden, and now we're seeing some progress move forward. I'm hopeful we're also able to move forward with another trade deal with Canada and Mexico, because those are our two biggest trading partners. And so as we talk about the USMCA reauthorization and moving that forward, there is some work to do to make sure our dairy farmers are respected, and that our corn growers, that there's no funny business happening with genetically modified corn, and Mexico not being willing to take our agreed to deal there. So that's what this is all about, is leveling the playing field and making sure that America is respected on the global stage. And so that's where we need to go with this conversation.
Right now, you're leading federal efforts to overturn California's Proposition 12, which mandates those specific space requirements for breeding pigs and also bans the in-state sale of pork from operations that don't comply. If things don't change, what's the impact on Iowa producers?
Yeah. Well, our small producers are the ones that are hurt by a big state like California putting a one-size-fits-all policy into place like this. This is a violation of the Commerce Clause, the way I see it. And don't California my bacon. They're trying to dictate how Iowa farmers can raise our animals, and that's just not right. So the Save Our Bacon fix is actually something that respects California's right as a state to regulate its own producers, but they shouldn't be able to tell Iowa farmers how to do their jobs. This is an incredible cost and an incredible burden to comply with that regulation. In some cases, several $1,000s per sow to comply. Iowa farmers are the best stewards of their animals. They want them healthy. They want them happy, because that helps make them money, and it provides a good, affordable protein for Iowans and for Americans. And so that's what I'm supporting in working for a solution here that, again, stands up to a California overreach and supports Iowa agriculture. And I might add that my opponent in my race for the United States Senate is siding with the anti-American agriculture activists from California over Iowa producers. I think that's wrong, and that's why I'm standing with our Iowa hog farmers every single day.
Iowa Congresswoman Ashley Hinson, Republican candidate for the U.S. Senate in Iowa. Best of luck on November 3rd, Congresswoman.
Thanks, Matt.